Here's a cool space place. Could be. Could be a deck. A viewing deck. Here we go. Yeah, it is cool. I paused it. I paused the timer because we had a little crash. The timer was also a Unity app, and it also crashed. So all of the Unity apps died. We're getting out here for a while. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now I'm in the asteroid field, taking a stroll. Anyways, my plans for the Subathon, if you use exclamation Subathon, you can see them all. Hope we didn't lose everybody with that little crash. I am very surprised that we crashed because we had like Resident Evil on high graphics settings with Wardo and OBS for 10 hours and it was fine, but I guess whatever I'm trying to do right now is too much. That would be super helpful, Azo. Does the exclamation Subathon command work? Yeah. Timer should be going now. The way it's gonna work is I'm gonna do a maximum of 8 hours per day. And I've got lots of games stocked up, but the main game right now is definitely Resident Evil. Tonight, at the end, we will do VRChat at the very end also. At the very, very end of today, of the first day, we're going to do the fishing world, and I'm going to have all my patrons there, and some of my buddies. Yeah, gambling. No. Is it gambling? That's right, I'm the fucking huge mayor, I guess. How many people were here for the Resident Evil super stream yesterday? Hi, Gex. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I don't know why the start was so rough today, but hopefully there's no more hiccups. Neo fits in perfectly with all these large round asteroids. Can I show you guys something I've been working on? It's not done yet, but I did technically bring it into VR. In my opinion, all the feathers have to be redone. The texture was done in a hurry and it's a placeholder. I think the lashes are too intense, so I'm gonna nerf those. And there's gonna be many other tweaks and adjustments. And it's my first time making a character completely from scratch. So please be nice, but I can show you the Avali I made. Let's see here. I should have it. Yep, it's called, here it is. Leon One-Liners, the game. I did move Resident Evil to its own SSD. Awabi. It has face tracking too, but the VRC face tracking app will not launch for me today, and I don't know why. I'll do like the slow pan. Although it's a little dark behind me, isn't it? This place has outer space lighting, so maybe have to go somewhere with better lighting. We could jump around a little bit. I think I did really, really good on the face. I think the body underneath the feathers is really good, and the face is really good. I plan on redoing the teeth in the mouth, though. The inside of the mouth. The rig also needs some edits, because it's my first time doing a rig like this from scratch. I've rigged a few other characters, but this character is complicated. It can also, it's really subtle, but it has a breathing animation. And naturally it can do this. The chonker. There's no under fluffies. I haven't decided how I want to do the under fluffies yet. Also, all the physics are just the default fizz bones. I didn't really like put time into configuring them yet. Oh yes, the boing noise. Hi Mystic Beans, welcome. Hell yeah. I have to decide what I'm gonna do for under fluffies. You know what? I need to double check something. I have a theory about my setup. Let's slow down here. I like it at like, see, 25%, you know? So here's like 0. Here's 100. And then there's just 25. I think that's nice. Maybe I can go somewhere with a little bit better lighting. I'm gonna go somewhere with a little bit more lighting so you guys can see the model better, because there's only one directional light in this place. Hell yeah, Azo. I appreciate that. I think I'm already getting away from the space trash Gex. Hi, a volley of chaos. Yeah, there's no throw redeems in VRChat. Sorry. I mean, you can make a system like that, but it's not how do I say this? It's inconvenient. I just didn't do that. So now you can see like kind of all around. I'll just slowly pan. I actually put slightly more work into the physics of this model when I was in setting it up for Wordo. That's okay. If we get a small streaming PC, I might have to get another power strip though, because I've already got there's like 3 or 4 power strips in here already for all the stuff I use. Hi, Art Vapor. My ears look so melt. You know, I don't think I have the shape of my ears perfect, but melty isn't really what I imagined. This is my first model of Volley of Chaos, and it's a work in progress. Actually, it's supposed to have face tracking, but VRChat's face tracking app will not launch for me today. It just won't turn on. It just won't run. I don't know why. I think I recognize your name from the Discord or something of Volley of Chaos. You wanted me to play that Kane and Lynch game? Actually, I played the first game of that many years ago. The problem with that, Cynic, is that the laptop does not have an integrated capture card. I have a really nice external capture card, but there's a little bit of a delay. So it would be like latency. I would be talking sooner than things actually happen, and it would just kind of create some more layers of entropy. I also am not really equipped to set that up right now. The laptop is really for like when I travel or if I need some other side thing being taken care of. The best use of the laptop was when I brought it to my parents' place to put them in VR. I know, but like I don't have time to set that up right now, Artificer. I've already delayed things by a few days. It's like as I was witnessing it this morning, I was trying to explain like there's like 100,000 tasks every single day that just get in the way. And then by the time you're like done doing every single little thing, it's 3 o'clock CDT and 3 a.m. like overseas in GPT or whatever. Because this is a work in progress model, I didn't rig the wings all the way. So they don't. This is an alpha version. It's not done yet. The simple answer is because it's not done yet. Like I could spend 8,000 million hours every single day, keep still working on things, Artificer, and then we would never actually stream. That's why. 9,000 million hours. I don't think anything really like that exists, Artificer, in my experience. Nothing has ever truly set it and forget it. Hasn't been in a long time. What's happening? I'm doing exercise. I get to walk in VRChat for, let's say, like 40 minutes or so. Maybe an hour. We're doing a subathon. I want to walk for the first part of the stream for a nice, good exercise time because I am going to be sitting in my desk for the next 7 hours. And then we're gonna be doing it again tomorrow. Hi, CarnoTuber. Does that answer the question, Marksman Master? And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. You mean, the VR walking station things? I've seen them. They're really expensive. They're like 500, 800 bucks. I'm the opposite of Volley of Chaos. I think Blender is a really great program. Unity, I've gotten better with Unity. I think this last year, I've gotten a lot more confident with it, but in my experience, Blender is fantastic and Unity is mega troll. The only thing wrong with Substance is that Photoshop owes it and they want you to pay $200 a month for the rest of your life to color in the furries. Which I just don't want to pay that much. But Substance is kind of the standard for coloring avatars. So when you make a base, you launch it with a Substance file. Yeah, student license, yeah. Pretty much, Resident Evil is gonna be the first game. And then I'm just gonna be following the dopamine, whatever's interesting. I don't like getting stuck on a game and then like kind of running out of patience for it and then being like committed to the game. So it's really more of a list of like games I'm interested in, and then I just play whichever one is the most interesting to me. Azo is probably gonna do that. My girlfriend is probably gonna do that, or I'm gonna do it. Either, we actually might release a few Substance files. I was thinking when the Avali model is done, I'll go back to it so you guys can see it. When the model is done, Mike, did I click on it all the way? Come on, VRChat. Let's go. When the volume model is done, what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna launch it with 3 or 4 textures. So I'll obviously have my own personal one, and then there'll be like 3 generic ones. Maybe 4. Maybe 4 if I'm feeling generous. And I thought about having each one themed around a different app. So a VRChat one that is inspired by maybe VRChat's colors, a Chill Out VR one, and a Resonite one. That was my idea. And then just using the colors of those 3 different platforms. And then I was thinking of maybe doing a VTuber one, but I don't know what the VTuber one would look like. You guys understand what I'm saying? Oh, my eyes. I need to change the muscle settings for my eyes so they don't move so much. They're moving too much. Oh. Oh my goodness. I must have missed an insane message. Holy crap. How easy is it to edit the pattern? It depends on how they're made. That super duper depends on how they're made. Cause like a lot of Substance files, you can go in there and literally just change the colors. Yeah, you could just go in there and change the colors. It'd be easy peasy. But some avatars are really annoying and you can't do that. Yeah, it is super pretty. Hopefully the music is loud enough for you guys. By the way, thank you guys for being patient with me earlier on in the stream. I know it's kind of a rough start, but I'm committed to bringing all my energy today. You know what? I should have had... Let's take a look here. Let's see. What is our first subathon goal? Can anyone tell me? Because I think it's to chug a whole monster with the IRL cam on. We should be pretty close to that one already. The monster chug, yes. So we've done like 10. I'm getting my steppies in. So far, I've had a half an hour. I've had a half an hour of exercise today. I just want to do it. I like this model right now because it doesn't need face tracking. It looks cute without it. You don't know that's a med kit. There could be anything in there. There could be SpongeBob stickers, a half-eaten candy bar, a lollipop, a Game Boy Advance SP with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire on it, a USB drive with Arch Linux. There could be anything in there. A burger. The 2D mouth on the XP is cute. But yeah, as far as like games go, I think I kind of just want to finish Resident Evil, maybe, because that game is like the best right now. I also never really got to go deep in Mugenics. So I kind of want to go deep in Mugenics, and then just the longer we go, the more of those games we can possibly play. Do I use Arch, by the way? I've thought about it. I've thought about... More realistically, I've looked at Cache OS a few times. Cache, yeah. Pop-Tarts? Is a Pop-Tart like the calorie dense food you need in a gunfight? Yes, Catgenics. Hell yeah, Unbound. Zorin OS? Well, I was gonna get Cache OS because I've heard it's really good for the processor that I have. It's like got a specific like certain kernel thing that can take advantage of the 9800X3D better than other distributions of Linux. So if I ever switch to Linux, it'll probably be Cache OS. I don't know what that means, Roshi Boxy, but I hope you're having a good time. The XP model would be perfect for chugging chocolate milk. Okay, so on the Subathon, there's a Bulldog spicy ramen challenge, a little nitro challenge, which is also a spicy challenge, a eat a whole pizza challenge where I eat a whole pizza, and I'm missing one. The chugging a monster and the chugging a chocolate milk challenge. All of those are going to be done with a real life camera on, so you won't see my avatar. You'll see the real me, the flesh mech I pilot away from the computer. I know for some of you that'll be exciting, and for some of you that'll be a little disappointing, but like some things you cannot do with the VTuber. I kind of think Pop-Tarts are not very good anymore. I think Pop-Tarts used to be really, really good, and now they kind of suck. This time, it's not going to be a Costco pizza. I practiced ahead of time, so I know I can do it. It's going to be a regular frozen pizza, which is still a lot of food for one person to eat in one sitting. Okay? That's still a lot. But it's not as insane as a Costco pizza. We're not doing the Costco pizza. I think that Pop-Tarts are just a lot worse now. I think shrinkflation happened and they make them out of poop now. I think they used to be made out of better ingredients or something, and now they're made out of the cheapest shit imaginable to keep the price low. Cause like, I eat them, and when I eat them I feel sad. I feel miserable after I eat them. Yeah, the shrinkflation. I never got into Twinkies. They're poop tarts. They're made out of poop. Like, I think lots of things are made out of poop these days. Like, anything that says enriched flour, that's poop. That is poo-poo. Actually, poo-poo would probably be more nutritious, depending on where the poop comes from. No, wait. That's almost a fact, yeah. Some poop, many kinds of poop are probably better for you in terms of nutrients and vitamins than enriched flour. Anything that says enriched flour on it, that's 100% super poo-poo. That's mega poop. I guess I'm talking from the... Many of you are not American, right? You're not in America. You have food laws in your country that don't suck. In America, things are processed to be as cheap as possible, and they're all made of poop. So all of the food in America is made out of poop. It's all poo-poo. All the way down. The chicken is poo-poo. Everything made out of flour is giga poo-poo. Everything made out of corn is poo-poo. You have to go out of your way to get things made out of stuff that's not poop. It's really difficult. All the processed food, processed poo-poo. It's poop. Not only is it poop, but the price isn't great either. We pay premium for poo-poo. Poop! Everybody poops. Every American eats poop. I wish I could eat things that were not poo-poo. I think eggs are safe, kind of. Oh, my exercise ring is closed. How about we take a really, really good look at the Avali model, and then I put on my mocap stuff and we do some Resident Evil. I've had enough exercise. We've been on the treadmill for 30 minutes. It's pretty good. Gonna cut it here. Whew. That way I get my exercise. One of the fun ideas I had for the stream, by the way, do you guys know what P90X is? Does anyone know what that is? It's kind of a super old school workout program or workout series. Yes. Come on, chat. Let's give this a really, really super close look, and then we will do some, we'll switch to VTuber mode and play the video. I wish I had the face tracking working, but unfortunately the VRCFT app refuses to launch for me today. But we can use the camera. I'll put it on default mode. So, some things about the model I like, and I think I did a good job on. I think the body normals are really, really good. It's really smooth. I think the texture needs to be changed a little bit here. I might tweak the UVs and stuff. I think the leg moves pretty good, the upper leg. I'm pretty satisfied with how the upper leg is rigged. I need to change how the digi works because it doesn't really fully work the way I want it to. But it's not bad. It's very playable. Like, it's plausible, you know, it's usable, but it's not really what I envisioned. It's not what I wanted. The wings are basically unrigged. They need a lot of work, as somebody earlier was commenting. I think the waist and the tail feathers I want to completely redo, especially the tail feathers. They just kind of didn't really come out the way I want. They look too pointy. The visemes, you look at like how my nose moves when I talk. That's like, I think my viseme work is almost perfect. I love it. I'm gonna change the teeth to be a little less cartoony, so I might make them a little smaller and add a few more. And the bottom set is too small while the top set of teeth are too big. But the visemes are, I think, like 9 out of 10 actually. I think my viseme work is really, really good. The eye is pretty. The profile of the head is a little too soft. I'm not sure if like maybe the eyes are just slightly too big or if I need to bring the side of the head forward or out a little more or something. But I feel like the head is just a little too soft. You guys let me know what you think. Yeah, I was trying to go for like the they have bone plates instead of like teeth. That's the other thing is the fingers. I tried to rig these fingers for VTuber apps, and the thumb in VTuber programs is designed to face the ground when you T-pose. So when you T-pose a model, in VRChat, the thumb faces like the finger kind of, like it's like sort of curved. But in the VTuber apps and in Leap Motion, they sort of expect the thumb, like if you can imagine the thumbprint or the thumb bean, they expect it to face the ground. The problem with the VTuber apps though is that even when I rig the hands like that, they still don't really work right. And then they also look bad in VRChat. So I've got the salad fingers, weirdo hands right now. That needs to be fixed. Avali hands are also weird because they have less digits than than everybody else. So these are going to take a lot more work. The beans are mesh islands. I'm probably going to delete those and then just raise up bean topology from the hand directly using inset and bevel. The eyebrows are painted on right now, but I might do something different with those. I think that's basically everything except the face tracking, which isn't working right now. Thank you, VRChat. Well, thank you, VRCFT. Yes, Archaeoraptorix arms. That's exactly right. I don't know, KB. It just the shape and the dimensions aren't quite right. However, I do think this part of the model, from like about here to like here, is almost perfect. Like the waist to chest is pretty good. Although the chest feathers, they came out a little toonier than I wanted. I think I could do those a little better. And of course, it gets big. It fills out the chonker mode. People have said that in chonker mode the arms should be more broad and bigger. So I might do that. The legs though and everything, like fantastically huge. Big. Mm-hmm. I want the feathers to be more realistic than they are right now. Part of it is a rigging thing, and part of it is the shape and topology of them, and part of it is that I wanted to make 3D feathers, and maybe the 3D feathers are not as good as I thought they were going to be. So there's a lot of elements at play there. They could be slightly bulkier, a little bit artificial, a little. Anyways, I'm gonna put on my mocap stuff now, but it takes a while, so I'm gonna do it in VR. You guys can like watch me do it in real life. Well, no, not. You'll watch me do it while I'm in VR. Yeah. Takes a while to strap everything in, so we can just keep talking. Oh, thank you, Blanca. How you doing? I have this box. I think I was just gonna do 14 trackers today instead of 15. 'Cause 14 is plenty. You don't really need 15. I'm doing my best, Blanca. It's going. We had like a little bit of a strangeness with the computer right at the beginning of stream, but I think it's better now. What are you confused about, Marksman Master? I feel like I'm explaining so many things. What is confusing you? What's up, Bubbles? Bubbles, have you seen the work in progress of the new model? Check it out. It's not done yet. Many parts of it are gonna change still. It's like an early alpha build or like a test build. Oh, well, I don't know how to help you there. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you for that one. You don't know. I'm like explaining all the stuff and you're just like, I don't get it. Sorry, don't know what to say. I'm strapping myself in. Blanca could be kind of like Amy Rose, perhaps. That's true. Yeah, but you haven't seen it in VR before, Bubbles. Welcome to our stream. I'm right in the middle of transitioning from VR mode to VTuber mode, but I have to put some body straps on, so be patient for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and go into BRB so I can do this fast.